Today we're going to talk about Red Dead Redemption. Now, the reason we're going to talk about it is because there's some rumors that are circulating. I don't know whether these have any type of validation or anything of the sort, but it's interesting. It caught my attention, and that's why I want to talk about it. So it says that Red Dead Redemption. Now, we're talking about the original Red Dead Redemption, not Red Dead Redemption 2, right? Like, this is the first one. It says that for its 10-year anniversary, they plan to release a sort of remastered slash remake of Red Dead Redemption. They're going to include a couple little voice lines that kind of attach the original Red Dead Redemption to Red Dead Redemption 2. I believe they said they were going to mention Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption, right? Like, those are the type of dialogue lines that they planned to add. Plus, they're going to add like all the features of Red Dead Redemption 2, which, like, you can talk to strangers and you can rob people like that. It's pretty cool. Personally, it made me really happy, I guess you could say. Red Dead Redemption is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely top 3. So I really want this to happen. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen, but like, I really liked it. I liked it more than Red Dead Redemption 2. Honestly, it might be actually my favorite game of all time. That is how much I liked it. So, to hear that they're planning to remake it, although it's just a rumor at this point, is not confirmed, it kind of makes me happy, right? Now, it's supposed to release late 2020, 2021, or early 2021. So we're going to see what happens, because allegedly GTA 6 is scheduled to release somewhere around 2021, right? Like, we have no information on either game, but if I had to guess, I would say that Red Dead Redemption would be first on the list to release before GTA 6. The reason being is that we hear about the next Rockstar game 2 years in advance, right? Every game, no matter what game you want, or at least in terms of Grand Theft Auto games, you can do some research yourself, but they always announce the game 2 years prior. That's why all these GTA 6 rumor leaks releasing in 2020 and 2021, I don't buy them, because literally every GTA release has a 2-year gap, right? From the moment they announce it 2 years in advance to release. It's always 2 years. I don't know why, but that's the way they do it. So when you tell me that they're going to release it 2020, you're telling me they're going to release it in 1 year and they haven't even announced it. It doesn't make sense. 2021 as well. I mean, E3 already passed. They didn't say anything. They're still working on Red Dead. Oh, and allegedly, that's the reason why Red Dead Online is not receiving updates, because they're working on this game, and that's allegedly the reason why the updates are taking forever, because they're concentrating on finishing this game, which is interesting, right? Personally, I don't play Red Dead Online. I find it boring. It was a big disappointment in my opinion, but I don't know. I never played Red Dead the original online. Like, I did, but not that much, right? There was nothing to do, so it was kind of boring as well. But the story is what really got me into this game, Red Dead Redemption, right? I believe I completely finished the story. Well, I know, I'm sure, but I believe I did 100% of the missions. I remember I did all the challenges, like the hunting challenge, all that stuff. I got the hunter's rifle, which was a one-shot kill to any animal. I believe bears as well. So it was real good. I enjoyed it, and if my PS3 hadn't broken, I would probably still be playing that game. Um, like I said, it's probably my favorite game of all time. So I don't know. I hope this is true. They said they're also planning to extend the map a little bit, not to the extent of having Red Dead Redemption's 2 map, because like there's no correlation between the entire portion of uh I forgot the names, but like for example, Saint Denis, like there's no reason for John to go to Saint Denis in the original Red Dead Redemption. So that's why they're not adding it. And again, this is all just rumored, but I hope it does happen. Now they said that they're also planning Red Dead Redemption 2 DLC, single player, and it's going to include aliens. Um which is I guess fine, right? Like people enjoy that whole thing of cowboys and aliens. Me personally, I don't, right? Like I find it quite stupid, but some people like it. You know what I mean? Like if you enjoy it, that's good. You know, I hope you get it. Um, but I don't know. For me, it's a no buy instantly. There were some Easter eggs, and if all this is fake, then I can honestly see how they are faking it, right? For example, the lack of updates. That's a good way to start. The alien Easter eggs as well. So I can understand how it could be fake, but at the same time, I want it to be real. So that's why I'm making this video. Um, but honestly, that's like about it. Again, this is my favorite game. Like this is the one thing that I do want for it to happen. Like I don't cover GTA 6 again for the reason that there's a 2 year gap. So I know that all these leaks that are coming out are 90% fake, right? If there even is a real leak up to this point, which I completely doubt. But in case there are, I'm going to say 90%. So I'm not going to cover GTA 6 while it's still unannounced because we don't know anything about the game, right? We don't know where it's taking place. We don't know anything of the sort. So there is like no way for me to confirm fake leaks from real leaks, which I like to do, but I'm not gonna do that, right? Because I don't know anything about it. So I just hope this is real, right? Red Dead Redemption 2, although the campaign or the story, whatever you want to call it, it was good, but it just wasn't as good as the original Red Dead Redemption. Right? Like I saw Arthur Morgan. In case you have not finished the game, spoiler alert, I saw Arthur Morgan die and it did make me feel sad, but it did not impact me as hard as when I saw John Marston open those barn doors and get lit up by like 20 soldiers. You know what I mean? So it was, that moment was heartbreaking, but Arthur was also sad, but it just didn't hold the same weight for some reason. Arthur Morgan is a great character, but he's not John Marston. I think why it hurt more was because John Marston did everything he could to protect and save his family, and when he finally had the chance to be happy, he got betrayed and he ended up dying. I think that's the reason why it hurts more. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time if you stick around.